first I was afraid to call it mine. Total, not just made.
My name is Emma Trousdale, and here we are at Foret Cabins. It's a 60-acre piece of land that we bought 3 years ago near Baysville in Muskoka. We're originally from Toronto, and about 3 years ago I started dreaming of leaving the city and starting a little cabins in the forest project, partly because I was always obsessed about going and spending time in the forest myself. We had our first guest in August, so just a couple months ago. Before that, we were renovating the cabin from the old Hunt cabin that was here. In the future, we're planning to rezone the property to allow us to build 11 tiny cabins way back in the woods. The property itself was not hooked up to the grid, so it's off-grid. We're running on these lovely solar panels here. Wanted this to be like camping without the camping, so we wanted to have a fire pit, and we've got basically a full fire kitchen here, so you can cook all your meals on the fire, and we've got wood. We don't have a barbecue. We're really trying to kind of push people to kind of do things as simply as possible. So when we first bought this cabin, it was unfinished inside, and this porch was just a deck. And we quickly realized that it was unusable in the summer and spring because of bugs. There's so many mosquitoes in Muskoka. So, and this turned out to be one of everybody's favorite spot. We have a nice screened-in porch here. Definitely took a lot of care choosing all the things in the cabin. I wanted it to be as sustainable as possible, and sort of as simple and natural as possible. So when we first decided to renovate this cabin, I wanted to do the whole thing with solar, and I was quickly told by the solar provider that we would have to have some propane just because of Canada, and it gets too snowy in the winter. We also have a secondary heat source in here, which is this tiny little, it's a heater basically. It uses propane as well. The cabin is so well insulated that once people are in here and all the windows are closed, it really does stay quite warm. Yeah, so when we bought the cabin, there was no bathroom inside, there was an outhouse. So it felt simplest to put a bathroom here and then just utilize the space up top for a sleeping loft. Just so that we could get 4 people in here, and it's a really nice spot to lie and look at the stars. This is my favorite part of the cabin, the wood stove. This is a really nice stove. It works really well. It has secondary combustion, and in the winter you can just heat this whole cabin with that stove, no problem. And it's super cozy to sit in front of it. I really wanted the cabins to feel like part of nature. Like I wanted the feeling of you're walking in and you're still sort of part of the natural environment. So I didn't want drywall. Also, the plywood is like FSC certified and sustainable, so it felt like a really sort of a good choice. Thanks for checking out the cabin with us today. We really hope you come and visit. You can check us out on Instagram at Foret Cabins, F-O-R-E-T Cabins, and through Instagram there's a link to book your stay. We hope to see you.